Hello everybody, and welcome back to some more Kerbal Space Program to the Moon. What you see here is you see a fuel tank. This will be attached to the space station and pretty much provide fuel for any, space travelers that happen to be passing by or, need fuel. There we go, lining up the orbit. And, well, not lining up the orbit, but we're actually getting up to the space station. Then I get up to the orbit. Anyway, this was actually very lucky because I actually got up to the space station and everything was all lined up and perfect for me. I was really happy about that because that doesn't happen very often, but you know what? Beggars can't be choosers, and I hit it a little too hard here, and you can see the space station kind of wobbling and everything, and it's okay though because I finally got the dock to work after a lot of effort because I don't know why, but this one took forever to do. Anyway, here's the next part. This piece was supposed to be a central piece that also attached to the fuel tanks, and it really this entire launch was just hell after hell. I mean, it right here, I accidentally detached those like half a second too early, and that could have been very disastrous. But as it turns out, this entire launch was a disaster because once we got up to space, that happened, and I don't really know how the hell it happened, but it did. Then once we got up to the space station, things didn't line up as perfectly as when I was down in the space hangar thing, trying to figure out like where to put everything. Anyway, to the next launch. I don't want to think about that anymore. This piece is a piece that will be attached to the bottom of the space station. It will be pretty much the fuel tank that I have for RCS, and that's going to be very important because we need a place to dock our space tugs. So, oh, God, that must be remainders of the food that I just had. Anyway, here we go, me lining up perfectly, and things just went pretty well when I was actually doing this dock. It took a little bit of time, but after all in all, I mean, it turned out pretty well, and as you can see right here, I don't really have the rotation down as much as I would like it to be, so I have to re-rotate right there, and dock, come on dock, there we go, and that is the dock. You can see the little 4-piece module that I had installed on the top of that RCS tank. That's going to be for the rest of the space station, and I have some plans for that. I just told that rocket to get the hell out of here, and it did so quite kindly, so I am happy with that. Here comes another 2 section for the side of the space station, and that's going to be pretty, useful, I guess. Anyway, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to have one of these on this side, and there we go, rotating because I am OCD captain, and that's what's happening. Got to make sure those ladders are all lined up because where would I be without them? Anyway, have that piece installed, and then turn off that engine because I actually had, here I am installing the other piece, but back to the engine thing. I actually had this mishap where I was installing a piece and I accidentally left the engine on. I accidentally hit shift to throttle up, and it was still attached to the space station and sent it spinning out of control. It scared the shit out of me, but I was lucky enough to save it, and oh man, I just don't want to relive that. That sucked. Anyway, here I go attaching this piece. Is this one where I start refueling, or nope? Yeah, this is the one where I start refueling. I started giving just a little bit of fuel, like enough to, give the rocket enough to get back to the, landing site or whatever. Anyway, here comes the last piece that I'll be installing in this episode. This is just pretty basic. It's a miniature space tug. It's going to be used for, moving the things that are, the ones that have smaller imports and stuff. So, here I am coming to the approach, and then we undock, and here we go. Here begins the adventure of me trying to dock this thing. And, I don't know, it's kind of cool watching these things after I'm, after I play this and watching them all sped up. It's actually kind of cool and nice. So, miniature space tug, it's pretty basic. It's pretty much the exact same design as the other one, just, miniaturized. So, I have little smaller imports, as you can see right there, at the RCS tank. That's going to be nice for, little tiny things like this. and me making sure that everything is all lined up perfectly, because I don't want to have any mess ups like I did earlier. I am not perfect by any means. So, got to make sure that this is as good as it can be. Get in for that dock, move to the side, make sure I angle myself properly, and there we go. There's the angle. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, leave a like or leave a comment or whatever. I don't know. I'm going to make more anyway. So enjoy this Earth, and I will see you guys on the next one.